President Cyril Ramaphosa finds himself at the center of a storm that has the potential to rewrite South Africa's political landscape. In a dramatic turn of events, whispers from within Luthuli House suggest that the African National Congress, ANC, is growing increasingly anxious over the South African Communist Party's, SACP, mounting appetite to contest elections independently. The move, if realized, could fracture the ANC's already strained alliance, further weakening Ramaphosa's grip at a time when his leadership is under relentless fire. The ANC, once the unshakable giant of South African politics, has been losing its electoral dominance steadily over the past decade. Municipal elections have already shown signs of this decline, with opposition parties gaining footholds in critical metros. Now, Ramaphosa reportedly sees the SACP's desire to go it alone as a looming iceberg threatening to split the ANC's already fragile ship in two. Sources close to the negotiations describe Ramaphosa's tone as unusually desperate, bordering on pleading, during recent closed-door discussions with Communist Party leaders. The president is said to have stressed that the ANC cannot afford another rupture, especially with voters increasingly disillusioned by corruption scandals, economic stagnation, and rampant unemployment. If we allow ourselves to fight one another instead of fighting for the people, history will not forgive us, Ramaphosa reportedly told the gathering. The SACP, for its part, has long been a loyal partner in the ANC-led tripartite alliance, alongside COSATU. But discontent has simmered for years. Many within the Communist Party argue that the ANC has abandoned the radical economic transformation agenda that once bound them together. Instead, they accuse the ANC of prioritizing elite compromises while the poor remain trapped in poverty. Calls for land reform, stricter nationalization policies, and expanded social welfare measures have largely fallen on deaf ears within ANC leadership structures. Party insiders note that the SACP leadership is emboldened by growing grassroots frustration with the ANC's perceived failures. Their calculation is simple: if the ANC is losing credibility, why not capitalize on the vacuum and present themselves as the true voice of the working class? But such a move would undoubtedly cannibalize the ANC's voter base, particularly in rural strongholds and industrial regions where union loyalties run deep. Ramaphosa, keenly aware of this danger, has leaned on the language of unity and liberation history. He reminded the SACP of their shared sacrifices during the struggle against apartheid, insisting that fracturing now would betray that legacy. Yet behind the rhetoric lies the cold reality: the ANC's survival in the next national election may depend on whether the alliance holds. Political analysts warn that should the SACP contest independently, the ANC could plunge below the critical 50% threshold nationally, forcing it into coalitions that would erode its authority. Already, the Democratic Alliance, DA, and Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, are circling, eager to exploit any weakness. A split on the left could hand unprecedented opportunities to the opposition, reshaping South Africa's democracy in ways unthinkable just a decade ago. Within ANC ranks, frustration with Ramaphosa's handling of the alliance is mounting. Some NEC members accuse him of failing to offer concrete policy concessions to keep the Communist Party at the table. Others worry that begging the SACP projects weakness, emboldening them further. A few even whisper that if Ramaphosa cannot secure the alliance, he may not be the leader capable of steering the party into 2026. For the ordinary South African, these elite battles may feel far removed from daily struggles with power cuts, joblessness, and crime. Yet the implications are direct. A fractured alliance could mean a fragmented government, policy paralysis, and an even shakier economic future. As things stand, Ramaphosa is engaged in a high-stakes balancing act trying to preserve the unity of a movement that increasingly appears fractured beyond repair. His appeal to the Communist Party may have bought him time, but whether it has bought him loyalty remains to be seen. The ANC's once mighty ship is leaking, and unless the alliance can be patched, the waves of political change may finally capsize it.